when a contractor needs to be paid, the government, the ministry, makes the necessary requests, or whatever you want to call them, through when they get the invoice through IFMIS, and this is then approved in IFMIS. This is still on the government side, okay? So IFMIS, and through IFMIS, this approval is submitted to the IB, to IB. What then happens is that the ministry will request the National Treasury to fund that transaction or that payment. National Treasury will send an approval after it has gone through their checks and all that. It will send an approval to us, and the ministry will then go to IB, the internet banking, through IFMIS, will go into the IB environment, and will then approve the individual payment. After approval, it's queued for 1 business day, but that's a detail. We will then, through IB, it will go directly to the commercial bank. So the central bank does not, and then from the commercial bank then receives the payment and the instructions, meaning the name of whoever else, and it then credits the account of that vendor and so forth. So from our perspective in the central bank, our responsibility is to maintain an environment through which the government can access through IFMIS and then IB and do these operations, which then will lead to the transfer of payments to a particular vendor. Our job is to make sure that these payments are done with finality and they are irrevocable. That's really part of the national payment sort of environment. The point is, we do not have access. We do not tamper with the instructions as they come through. It is a tunnel. So in effect, the instructions come in to IB, and in the IB environment, which is ours, and we're holding it, we do not know what's going on in there, if you understand what I'm saying. We do not have sight of the vendor and so forth. Of course, if there's a mistake, our job is to monitor. But if there's a mistake and things like that, yes, we can go in and sort of unzip this and sort of reverse it and so forth. The central bank did what it should have done, which is requesting further clarification from the National Treasury. Obviously, we also copied the institution, in this case, the Ministry of Devolution. I think that's what it was called at that point. Of course, with time, when you then get data, as we did, that there are some concerns about with some of the payments, and clearly there are some suspicious transactions, we then sort of ramp up and deal with the issue by having targeted inspections on each of these institutions' banks, which is what we've done. I think we already know we did that for a few banks.